Loyalty to me is it's more like a sense of love.
Duty is much more the rules and regulations.
Respect is something you gotta give to get.
Selfless service. It's about the Army, and you have to fall second.
Honor. You're about to do the greatest thing in your life.
Integrity is character. It's what makes you up.
Personal courage is holding that rope on Victory Tower.
The Army values is just values you've learned your whole life, but your Army really sets them in.
Stop worrying about myself and worry about my other battle buddies to make sure they keep fighting on. And as long as they keep fighting on, we'll all make it. Because I didn't want to see nobody quit. I wanted to make sure the whole platoon made it through.
Being what that person expects you to be. Like whoever you're loyal to or whatever you're loyal to, whether it's a thing or person, if that thing is counting on you, then you should be there all the time, 100%. That's what loyalty is to me.
I think that duty is much more the rules and regulations. It is my duty to do this, that, and the other. It's more actions. It's more places I have to be. It's much more, again, action-oriented.
Duty is your job. Duty is waking up every day and pushing everything to the side and giving 110%. Not because you want to, it's because you have to. Because that's what you said you were going to do.
I will respect you always to a certain degree when I first meet you. You're always going to have that certain borderline respect. Respect is something you got to give to get. In my eyes, you don't got to. Respect can take you a long way. If you got respect for somebody, it's something they're not going to forget. It goes along with like your first impression.
You know, maybe a good example for the military is you respect the rank. But experience also gathers a lot more respect.
Selfless service is putting somebody else above yourself.
It just makes you realize what you had and how great you have it. And I think I've realized that a lot more, learning about the people that go to Afghanistan and fight for our country and everything, and, the people that have died for our country. They, have been away from their families, and some of them haven't seen their kids in like a year or two, and they come back and their kids talking, and they never met their child before. And it's just, I think people that are in the military just appreciate a lot more coming from that perspective. Like when I went home, it's just I appreciated everything a lot more.
Where I came from, a lot of people aren't very honorable. Honor is almost like having a sense of pride in yourself. Standing up for somebody that can't really take care of themselves in a sense. Being a strong person morally and physically.
Integrity is character. It's what makes you up. There was a time that I hit where I realized I can either go home and quit, or you can strive on and do what you set out to do. That's where integrity comes in. That's when you find your integrity and go, you know what? I'm going to man up for what I signed, for what I volunteered for, and complete what I have to do. Integrity grows with you, and I think that my integrity has grown a lot.
Integrity is doing the right thing when no one's looking. How can you do the right thing when no one's looking if you don't believe in yourself?
Personal courage is holding that rope on Victory Tower, looking down that 50-foot drop and knowing you have to use that rope and swing across it. Or being on top of that 50-foot wall and looking down and like, I have to rappel down that? Are you serious? And I tied the Swissy?
I've been in several firefights and I've never ran, I've never turned tail, I've always done what was needed, but that's not necessarily what courage is, at the end of the day. I think courage is doing the right thing given any circumstances, and no matter what the outcome may be.
I know we're trying to keep 300 meters, but he said somebody's got to go back for him. And I was like, somebody got to go back for him. I was like, I told him I got a situation. We didn't want to leave one person by themselves, so I was like, man, I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and do this. And now that I look at it, it was pretty stupid that I did it, but I did it anyway. So I take off on foot. Go back through the kill zone, just me by myself, going, trying to be gun-ho, whatever you want to call it. I was just insane, I guess, at the time when I thought it was right for me to do, so I just took off. And as I'm getting there, small arms fire, return fire, and Special Johns gets to me and basically jumps into my arms. And I'm like, man, come on, we're getting attacked, you know, we can't be doing that and stuff. And at the same time, when I'm telling them that still return to fire, Bradley started rolling out like, and then they took out the other threats and stuff that we had. So
you can be as confident as you want to, but I think it's more character that soldiers will fall in behind.
Surely my Army ethics are rooted in just the way that I feel personally, my values, my beliefs, my thresholds.
And now being a soldier, to me, it got to be the hardest thing that you can ever do, because you're constantly struggling with your own beliefs. You know, what is being taught and what do you stand for.